Hey everybody, I'm Noah and how the f do I do this? Welcome to Spill the Tea. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is my first video actually, so I guess a little bit of introductions are in order. My name is Noah. This will be my first tea unboxing video, and if y'all enjoy, there may be some more tea coming your way. So I'm coming to you from my apartment. I live in Oxford, Ohio, where I am a graduate student at Miami University. I'm a hall director over here, and it's a lot of fun overall. This idea actually came from one of my student staff, Victoria. She gave me this new tea for, we had a secret non-denominational gift giver exchange, and she gave me this really cool tea, and I thought, hey, why don't I make a tasting video in her honor, because she's pretty rad, and I guess I'll just start tasting some tea pretty soon. But I guess a little bit more about me maybe, because that feels like that should happen considering this is my first video. But I'm from New York originally. You can hear it a little bit when I talk. I'm from Long Island, and I'm out in Ohio tasting tea and taking names, if you will. But I guess I'll just get into the tea. So today we have a toasted coconut black tea that I'll be tasting for y'all. That's probably backwards. I don't really know if I can flip the video yet. We'll figure that out later. This is pretty new for me, so we're gonna have a little bit of fun with it. I feel like y'all will all enjoy. Oh, also, by the way, if you want to keep up with my videos and get more tea content when we're spilling it, or maybe when we're drinking it, we'll see in the future which one happens. But if you want to keep up on my steaming content, then you can like and subscribe and hit that bell to get notifications, just so you can keep up with the tea kettle when it steams. I might have to keep using that. We'll see. I don't know yet. We'll keep going with it though. But today we have toasted coconut almond bark black tea, which I'm gonna read the label in a second. But it's like, when you open it, they have like these little individual things, and I actually haven't opened one yet to smell it, so we might do that now, just to see how it's smelling. Give it a little sniff here. Oh, well, that actually smells awesome. It smells kind of like coconut, but you also kind of get like a couple other flavors in there too. What the flavor is that? Hold on. Maybe it's the bark. Oh, there's almond bark in it. That's pretty rad. But anyway, I'll read what's in here for you. We have black tea, rose hips, so it's got a little bit of rose in it, and I love rose water in my food. I don't know if it'll taste like that though. But green tea, chamomile, chicory root, natural coconut and almond flavors with other natural flavors, and licorice root, which I really love licorice, and I hope to have some licorice teas on here later when I keep doing these videos. If this one goes well, we'll see. Y'all can send me some comments down below and let me know if you want me to make more videos or what kind of things you want me to taste later. I don't even have to just do tea. I'm just a really big tea person, and I want to make sure that we spill it together. Oh, this is funny. It says, here's the key to your tea. We use a special foil pouch to protect your tea from any air, moisture, and surrounding aromas. So open and enjoyed the unparalleled, and now flavor, freshness, and aroma are all in capital so that you know that they're there. Flavor, freshness, and aroma. Bigelow tea, everywhere you go. And speaking of taking it everywhere you go, Victoria actually got me this like travel mug too. So it has like this lid on it that you can open up, and it also says Star Wars stuff on it. It says the Force is strong with this one because it's strong tea. But inside of it, if I take off like the lid, which like really sits on it really well and you can't get it off, like it's really secure, and it has like this little hole for you to drink the tea out of it. I don't know if you could see it. The light's kind of bright in here, but I feel like it looks like good light. Inside, it's got this little thing where I have a button here that I actually can like stir whatever I have in here. So I can stir like the honey into my tea really easily, or if I was making hot cocoa, but we're not making cocoa today, we're making toasted coconut almond black tea. Please sponsor me. But we have that tea, so I could put it in here and I could just stir it right on up, and I don't even have to dirty a spoon and wash that later, which is pretty cool. And I could take it with me anywhere I go. And I got the dark side with me too, which is really important. So while the tea is heating up, or while the water is heating up, the tea isn't heating up yet. So while the water's heating up, I thought I would read a little bit about the Bigelow tea, because this is Bigelow brand, so it's one of those good brands. America's Classic. This is an old style tea. I think it was 1945. Yeah, 1945 it started. But I'll read a little bit about like what it says on here about the company, because I think it's pretty interesting. It says on it, so don't tell your mother. Don't tell her what? Let's find out. Back in 1945, when Bigelow Tea Company first started, Ruth Bigelow and the family could only afford a single color label for her tea. Wow. To help spruce up the package, David Jr. and David Sr. would sit together each night, hand painting the two ladies on the original label. Each morning, they would put the tea into the family station wagon and sell it by the store. One night, David Sr. turned to David Jr. and said, "Son, don't tell your mother, but I don't think this company is ever going anywhere." Over 70 years later, David Jr. still smiles at the memory and is grateful that his father was mistaken. Today, Bigelow Tea is the specialty tea leader in the United States. Those hand-printed labels must have been pretty darn effective. Oh, there it is. That means it's time, before we get into tasting, for the tea question of the week. In Avatar: The Last Airbender, what did General Iroh call bad tea? A. Leafy water, B. Watery leaves, or C. Hot leaf juice? Be sure to answer in the comments below to be entered to win some select teas. Always make sure you turn your stove off after you take the tea off the heater. You can of course do this in whatever kind of mug that you want. You could even use a cup if you want to, it doesn't really matter. But this time I'm going to be using my cactus mug, which is one of my favorite mugs. And again, y'all can post in the comments below what kind of mug you want me to use next week. I have a whole bunch, and I'll do like a full mug video in the future so you can see all of the mugs that I have. So I'll be putting the hot water here into the mug with my tea bag. You can see it's already taken form because the water's so hot, so it's already getting a little bit into tea, turning out of water. Careful not to spill any. Then we're just gonna let that steep for a minute. Gonna push it up and down a little bit. Let that steep for a little bit. Now I know y'all can't smell it, but it smells kind of like toasted coconut, and I love fresh coconut. Hey everybody, so I got my tea right here. Still steeping a little bit. It's got a little bit left to go, and then we'll be ready to go. But in the meantime, I want to add my honey. So I like to use kind of all kinds of honey, but this one is clover honey, which I feel like adds a little bit of a different flavor than like traditional bee honey. But it, of course, is still bee honey, I think. I don't really know where it comes from. But I really like the clover honey. It was the cheapest one at Kroger when I went to buy it, so that's what we're gonna be using today. You could also use sugar if you prefer that, or if you wanna use any kind of honey. Any kind of honey is really good for tea. So I'm just gonna open it right up. There's a little bit of stuff coming out there, but we're gonna just add some honey, and I really like it to be sweet, so I'm gonna add a little more than I probably should, but hey, we're gonna enjoy it while we can. And I'm gonna mix it all up. I know that one's a little bit annoying. That's the only problem with this mug. But it really is one of my favorite mugs. I love cactuses. We love some good succulents. My little succulent is out at the moment. A student's taking care of him. His name is JPEG. You'll probably see him in some later videos when we keep going with this. Again, seeing how this one goes. But I think we're just about ready to go with this tea. Again, you can't smell it, but it really just smells like fresh coconut now with like honey added to it. I'm really excited. I got a little bit on the counter, but good thing I got my napkin right here ready to go and my little fish. So So let's give this a taste. Oh wow, that's really good. I burned myself. Well, this has been my new YouTube channel, Spill the Tea. I really hope you enjoyed my first video. Again, I'm Noah. Please like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed it. If you haven't done it yet, I really hope you have. I'd really like to hit 100 likes on this video. My first one. I'm really excited to be here with all of y'all, and I hope you enjoy and come back to spill some more tea with me later. Thank you so much, and stay drinking.